Hello guys, welcome to this new video on my channel. So this is going to be a very interesting video where I'll be teaching you how you can make your own RAG application with the help of Ollama and your locally running any Llama model, that is Llama 3.1 or Lava, whatever is available on the Ollama website. So Mistral is available, then Gemma is available, Llama 3.1 is available, etc, etc. All the open source model you can use with the help of Ollama. So in this video we are going to make a RAG application. So if you are not aware about RAG applications, so RAG are basically kind of chatbots only, but with your own knowledge base. So for that, what you need to do is that I have the pre-written code for you, and we'll see two examples. So first of all, you just open your Visual Studio Code and run your command prompt, and then just do a pip install Ollama scikit. So these are the installations that you need, that is Ollama, NumPy, scikit-learn, PyPDF, ChromaDB, and just install it in your virtual environment. So for me everything is installed, so I don't need to run it again. Okay, then let's get through the example here. So if you see here, I have the imports here, then I have a sample knowledge base, and in this sample knowledge base I have written some statements like capital of France is Paris, blah 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 blah. This all things about Paris and France has been mentioned. Now let's get to the main function here. So this is the main function. If main name is equal to main, then the main function will be called. So we get to the main function, then we print some statements. So while it is true, you can ask the questions. If it is not, or you type in quit, it breaks. So whatever question you asked in the query variable, that along with the knowledge base will be passed to this function, that is find most relevant. So let's get to this function. So if you see this function, here we are passing the query, we are passing the knowledge base, and we are passing k, top k equal to 3. That is, it will try to get the embedding of the top 3 which are similar to the query. And once you get that, get all the embeddings from the knowledge base, then you get the cosine similarity for them, and based on the similarity you do a arg sort, and whatever is the similar one, you pass it back to the function from where it was called. So it was called from where? It was called from here, right? And that relevant context is now in this variable, that is relevant context. Next, this function, that is answer question function, is called, where you again pass the query which the user gives and the relevant context is passed. And let's get to this function now. So in this function, the chatbot function of Llama is defined, where you are invoking the llama.chat and the model is Llama 3.1. In the messages you have asked it that you are a helpful assistant, and you have to answer the questions based on the prompt that you get from above. The prompt is basically the context, that is the relevant context that we get using cosine similarity, and also the query variable that the user has asked, and then everything, that is the message that you get from the Llama 3.1 is passed. So by this way, even if Llama 3.1 doesn't have any knowledge about the context of what the user is asking, you can present it a customizable RAG bot. So let's try to run this thing and see it in action. So let me run it. So it shows that, okay, it asked me to enter my question. So I'll ask the question, what is the capital of Paris of France? Let's see what output. Okay, we got the output. The capital of France is Paris. Let's try to ask something irrelevant. What is the capital? Okay, what is the Pokemon Mega Evolution, something like that. Now we have asked it a question which is outside the knowledge base of the RAG. So let's see what output we get. So it answers that I don't have enough information to answer this question. The provided information only talks about geographic locations and rivers. It does not mention anything related to It does not mention anything related to Pokemon or its Mega Evolution. So this is a perfectly working Ragbot, how it should work, right? So let's try to exit this Ragbot and try to see a more complex example. So this is a more complex example in which we are passing it a PDF as the input. So this is a PDF about some medical terms called as anatomy of somatosensory systems, and this PDF has different like details about some medical terms. And what I will do is that I will pass it as the knowledge base for the RAG application. So let's try to see how it works. So this is the main function. Let's go in the main function. The main function, we will passing the PDF path first, then it will read it, it will get the PDF in the raw text, then it will do chunking of those text. Once the chunking is done, we save everything in the embedding storage that is called as ChromaDB, which is given by LangChain itself. So everything will be stored in the ChromaDB with the help of this store embeddings function. And then once you have that in place, while true, you can enter the question. If quit is typed, it comes out of the loop. Again, it goes to finding the most relevant piece of article with the help of cosine similarity. So here you can see in the definition of find the most similar or most relevant thing, you have the collection, you have the query, and you have the top k equal to 3. It will get you the most similar thing out of the embeddings and it will return it back. So once you get that, you can then go to the next function, that is answer question query, and the relevant context is passed and you can get the answer. So let's try to see this Ragbot in action. So first of all, we run this entire thing. Now it asks me to enter the PDF. So I have the PDF here. So I will just give the path of this PDF as the input. Okay, I get the input to the path, and you can see now it is storing all the embeddings. First of all, it read the entire thing. It saw that it had 4 pages. Then it processed the entire thing into 8 chunks and initialized the ChromaDB and stored the embeddings. So all the embeddings are now stored. Now you can simply start asking questions about it. So what I can do is that I can ask a question: what is this PDF about? Can you explain in brief? So first of all, it found out that these 3 chunks, that is chunk number 1, chunk number 2 and chunk number 3, are very much similar to what the question has been asked. But it gave me the answer. I don't know, I don't have enough information to answer this question. The provided text appears to be a passage from an article or a book to some somatosensory system and muscle function, but it does not mention a PDF. It only discusses various type of receptors and other functions in the relation to the sensory perception and motor activity. So let's try to ask it some question from the PDF itself. So let's ask that what are joint receptors. So you see here there is a article on joint receptors. So I'll ask it, what are joint receptors? What are joint receptors? Okay, so it again got closest chunk of text that it found from the PDF, and now it is trying to answer. I don't have enough information. The provided text does not answer anything about joint receptors at all. It discusses muscle spindles. Okay, let's try to ask it something about muscle spindles. What are muscle spindles? Okay, let's see what answer we get. So we get a proper answer now. Scattered throughout virtually every striated muscle of the body are long, thin, stretched receptors called as muscle spindles. They are quite simple in principle, consisting of all few muscle fibers with capsules surrounding the mid third of the fiber. So this is how, given some context, you can build a RAG application out of it. Now let's try to ask it something which is very weird outside the medical world. So what is Python? Now by default, if I had asked this question to a normal LLM, it would have answered, but here we are asking it to a RAG bot. So let's see what we get. So it clearly says that I don't have any information to answer this question. The provided text does not mention Python at all. So this is how a RAG bot should work, and this is how you can make a RAG application. So also note that you can pass different type of data here to create its knowledge base. You can create PDF, you can create Word files, you can create site, etc, etc. There are multiple things that you can pass, and just get your RAG application running locally without any API or paying a dime. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. If you have any more doubts about this project, feel free to write in the comment section below. If you want to download the code for this project, feel free to visit my site that I will be mentioning in the links below. Till then, see you next time guys. Bye bye.